Thursday night primetime. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis. 3 weeks to go in the regular season. What a start to Week 16. Rams and Seahawks underway in the NFL rivalry series. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now the Rams and Seahawks doing battle here. Of course, the NFL has targeted a handful of rivalries to really highlight this season. This is one of them, and with good reason. In recent history, both teams have had innovative offenses and hard-hitting defenses. You think about Russell Wilson and all he was able to accomplish under Pete Carroll. The same with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. You throw in the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it's easy to see why this has been one of the best divisions in football the last decade plus. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. To about the 35, second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked third against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Blue 60.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 5-receiver set, trying to find something on 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take this down to the 33. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Stafford. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Buffalo 18, Cougar 19.
Back to throw here. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
14 yards on the play.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going right back to Smith-Njigba. The Seahawks have 13-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
2nd and 9 now. And complete to Smith-Njigba. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You talk about this Rams defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play call, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the gun, it's Walker. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready,
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Shot 60, shot 60. Go.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dixon to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Puka Nacua, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Late groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Throwing on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking a prize. Hit the crib with a
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts them.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 69 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
That's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar now, Bronco 80, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score is Seahawks 21, Rams 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Corum. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now a 3rd and 6.
Stay 50.
Back to throw. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Stafford. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Stafford now to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Again, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
22.
Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Set. Hold up, lady.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Warriors 70, top 50, Dragon 60. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Seahawks 38, Rams 10. Michael Dixon.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The final shot before the break, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
60 by 6, 60 by 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, check. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Walker on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
19 Lions.
2nd and 5. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Okay, ready? 70 Rangers. Let's go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
70 Lions. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
22.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lady.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Rams first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Throwing is Stafford. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
32. 70.
They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A.T. Perry, 38 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Rams 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Tight. 19 tight.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the right side, this is Walker. Oh, look at the juke. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell, 44 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Seahawks 38, Rams 24.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Solid return, pretty good field position. They start at the 32.
32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go, Jack.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all to put things to bed. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Back to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Ready, go.
Running left is Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
At the Rams' 33-yard line.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
79 Broncos, 19, 70 Rangers, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Stafford now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And going to be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to